Hello everyone. It has genuinely been a long ride since we started with Venom? Would we say Venom? It feels like 10 years has passed since Morbius came out. We've just had the Venom movies and Madam Web and Morbius, but it feels like there's been 10. So Kraven came out after a delay. Why did they make this movie? Was this some attempted clever cross-marketing strategy between Spider-Man 2 and Kraven the Hunter? Probably. Did it work? Well, I did end up playing Spider-Man 2, so you tell me. These Sony movies are really a joke mostly, and not even funny jokes. These movies are like when someone wants to show you a funny video and you have to sit there and watch it, but it's just not funny and just doesn't end. For some reason, they decided to make this movie out of all of them rated R. I don't get that. It's very unnecessary and jarring to hear fuck and see gruesome deaths. I don't have anything against it, just like I said, after everything, why this? Are you forgetting that Venom was biting people's heads off, guys? So Kraven almost dies as a kid while on a hunting trip and then gets brought back to life by a magical serum. A lot of this movie really just doesn't make any sense. I mean, after how many of these being bad, if you thought this would be good, you might be the funniest part of this movie. They're in the middle of some plains and somehow someone can run away out of sight. It's just a flat surface. There are so many things like this that just don't make any sense. Aaron Taylor Johnson, I generally don't really care for. I think he's doing okay enough with what he's working with, but the script and writing isn't good. They had a similar problem in Morbius where the story is about a villain, but they're trying to still write them like a hero. At the end of the movie, Kraven is being snarky and egotistical, and it also sort of spells out that they haven't been able to come up with a personality and characteristics for this guy. His powers are very undefined too, which can be fine, but in this instance it really just doesn't work. In the game, it seemed like he was just a strong guy, but for some reason could go toe-to-toe with Spider-Man. Here, he has some animal juice to make him strong, but still, the scaling is whack. I think the way they show his eyesight is good, but again, why can he see that far? Something I was not expecting in this movie was the Rhino. He's still not my Rhino. As someone who grew up with the PS2 game, this will always be my Rhino. And let's not mention the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Anyway, the Rhino does this for some reason at some point.
The Kraven hit failed. All of our guys are dead.
What the fuck am I looking at?
I don't know why. Him and Kraven eventually fight and somehow Kraven can actually beat him and take him out. Rhino constantly just throws him around and doesn't finish Kraven off when he has the chance. Just like this guy. Oh, I almost forgot about this guy. I don't even know if we got a name for this man. He counts to 3 and slows down time, or he becomes super fast, so he should be able to kill anyone with ease. I mean, he displays as much, but he just waits to kill Kraven, plays with his food when he could just shoot him, and then he dies. The Rhino is also just so not an intimidating character. It seems like they were going for an almost about to lose control kind of calmness to this guy. It doesn't come off that way, especially since he's constantly belittled by Kraven's dad, played by Russell Crowe. He very much doesn't care. He didn't care in Thor: Love and Thunder either, but at least he was having fun. Here he's just a serious mob boss and Mr. Crow is just there for a paycheck. Anyway, usually if you want your main antagonist to be strong, you don't bring his higher up to belittle him constantly unless you're planning to have the higher up to be an actual character. I think it was good how they did the Chameleon too. I only learned of him through Spider-Man 2, but him being able to change his voice was neat. Saying things like, "I was always a chameleon" is really on the nose though. And I don't think it was good how they don't give him an explanation to it either. I mean, he isn't even just imitating people. He's directly copying their voices. I don't think him flip-flopping at the end about taking over the family business was good either. And they rushed him actually turning into the chameleon by having him go to some doctor in New York, and then he has powers to shapeshift. I think the way they used tech for that power in Spider-Man 2 was better. Come to think about it, did I even like the chameleon? Never mind, I take what I said back. The plot is absolutely way too convenient too. The characters figure things out that they shouldn't have info about, and one thing leads to another way too conveniently, and the characters are really stupid too, and make dumb decisions. Yeah, I'm really not sure what more to say. All these Sony movies have been very tiring, excluding the Venom movies, but even for those you have to be in the right mood. We already rated Madam Web, check that video out if you want. Morbius is another ultra stinker, but I don't want to talk about it, and I'm gonna go ahead and rush into this end of the video here and give it a 2 out of 10. Just barely better than Madam Web. And Kraven, I will give a 3 out of 10. Just barely better than Morbius, I think. Now maybe 4 more movies and they'll make an okay movie. So there's the tier list. There's a letterbox. Like and subscribe if you want to. Check me out on Twitter. And tell me what you think of Kraven and generally this Sony-verse. How would you rate Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven? I'd love to hear from you. And thank you all for watching. It really means a lot. Goodbye, everyone. I tried to fit this somewhere, but I couldn't, so I'm just gonna say it here. At some point, there's a car chase, and Kraven chases the car through London barefoot. This is an absolute madman. This honestly might be the worst part of the movie because of how much it is making me cringe. He skids, he slides on asphalt and concrete. He should be making his feet red crayons.